Standard 8, Subject Social Science, Chapter number 11, The United Nations, Part 2. In first part, we have learned the need for United Nation and when it was founded. We have also learned about the objectives of UN and the organs or parts of United Nation. The second most part of United Nation is General Assembly. So today we are going to learn about the General Assembly of United Nations. This picture shows the whole of General Assembly of United Nations. The General Assembly is the biggest organ of UN, which can also be called the World Parliament. It is similar to the Parliament of the country. The representative of the member nation attend it. Every member nation can send at least 5 representatives to it. But at the time of voting, one nation can cast only one vote. At the time of voting, one nation can cast only one vote and the general meeting is held once in a year. Its members elect the president and vice president of the meeting every year. Mrs. Vijayalakshmi Pandit was elected as the president of general meeting in the year 1953-54. The Assembly presented the Universal Declaration of Human Rights on 10th December 1948. The General Assembly can discuss and suggest solutions or give advice to an issue in the world. The General Assembly immediately draws the attention of Security Council towards any situations which can put up the peace and security in the world in danger. The authority to grant membership to a nation lies with the General Assembly. The Security Council is the organ of United Nations. It is the most important organ of UN and has 15 members. Out of these 15 members, 5 countries, that is USA, Britain, France, Russia and China are the permanent members. And other 10 members are elected from term of 2 years by General Assembly. The Security Council enjoys the tremendous power to manage peace and security in the world. It aims to solve disputes between nations diplomatically as long as possible. The head of the United Nations is known as Secretary General. He works as the Chief Administrative Officer of the UN. The important function or important part of UN is veto power or the right to deny, where we can give negative vote against the proposal in Security Council. It is necessary for all the 5 permanent members of Security Council to agree over any decision. This veto power is given to these 5 permanent members of UN. Security Council, the resolution doesn't pass if any of these 5 members uses veto power to deny the proposal of the UN. There are many special organization works under the UN. The main objective of UN is to foster social, economic and cultural educational development of the people. To achieve these objectives, various organizations have been established to work in specific areas under the leadership of United Nations. Following chart shows the different organization works under the UN and their function. The first is World Health Organization. The short form is WHO and its main headquarters is in Geneva. The function of WHO is to make efforts to improve the physical and mental health of the people of the world without regarding any country or its power. It works to improve the health of all the people in this world. Second is United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, which is shortly known as UNESCO and its headquarters is in Paris. UNESCO contributes peace and security by promoting international collaboration through education, science, and culture in order to further universal respect for justice, the rule of law, and human rights. It gives cooperation to make and give education throughout the world in other countries and to improve the education and make development of the people. The third organization which works under UN is International Labour Organization ILO, and its headquarters is in Geneva. It promotes the rights of laborers at work and encourages the decent employment opportunities. It enhances social protection and strengthens the dialogue on work-related issues. It helps the people to get an employment opportunities in a decent way and stop exploitation of labor. In next part, we will learn about the other three organizations which works under the UN, their symbols and cooperation of our country with the UN. Till then, you have to read all these objectives, organs and these three organizations which works under the UN and complete it in your work. Thank you.